social media. He would watch our TV show Diesel Brothers and pretty much anywhere else that he could find me, and he would
What happens when one of the most successful names in the automotive world suddenly finds himself surrounded by lawsuits, controversy, and growing public scrutiny? For years, David "Heavy D" Sparks seemed unstoppable. He built monster trucks, operated massive machines, starred in the hit television show, and created one of the largest automotive brands on YouTube. Millions of fans saw him as the ultimate symbol of freedom, adventure, and entrepreneurial success. His larger-than-life projects and fearless attitude helped him build an empire that few could have imagined. But behind the viral videos, the television fame, and the seemingly endless success, a different story was unfolding. A story involving legal battles, federal court rulings, environmental controversies, and questions that would challenge both his reputation and his business empire. Was Heavy D simply a passionate automotive enthusiast caught in a complicated regulatory fight? Or were the legal consequences an inevitable result of decisions made during the rise of his brand? Today, we're taking a deep dive into the life of Heavy D Sparks, from his humble beginnings and meteoric rise to fame to the lawsuits that placed him under the national spotlight and the controversies that continue to follow him today. This is the story of how one of the most recognizable faces in the diesel truck world went from building an empire to fighting battles far beyond the garage.
To understand the story, we first need to look at where it all began. David Sparks was born on January 5, 1985 in Utah. Long before television fame, he was already deeply involved in the world of machinery, construction, and entrepreneurship. Unlike many internet celebrities who became famous overnight, Heavy D spent years developing practical skills and building businesses. He worked in construction, operated heavy equipment, and gained valuable experience that would later become the foundation of his future success. His passion for machinery and trucks was obvious from an early age, and he constantly looked for ways to turn that passion into business opportunities. One of the key moments in his early career came when he worked as the marketing director for Rockwell Watches, a company founded by his friend Rich Eggett. At the same time, he remained involved in construction work and heavy equipment operations. This combination of marketing knowledge and hands-on technical experience gave him a unique advantage. He understood both how to build things and how to promote them. Over time, he launched his own excavation company and expanded into vehicle customization and restoration. These ventures helped establish the foundation that would eventually grow into the Diesel Brothers brand. As the business expanded, Heavy D partnered with close friends who shared his enthusiasm for diesel trucks and entrepreneurship. Among the most notable was David "Diesel Dave" Kiley. Together with several other team members, they began creating custom truck projects that attracted attention both locally and online. What made their work different was not only the vehicles themselves, but also the personalities behind them. They combined humor, creativity, and larger-than-life projects in a way that appealed to a wide audience. The rise of social media played a major role in their success. Heavy D and his team started sharing videos of their truck builds and adventures online, gradually building a loyal following. Their content stood out because it wasn't just about trucks, it was about lifestyle, friendship, ambition, and entertainment. Fans enjoyed watching the team tackle increasingly ambitious projects while maintaining a sense of humor and authenticity. As their audience grew, opportunities began to appear. One of the biggest breakthroughs came when the team gained exposure through mainstream media appearances. Eventually, Discovery Channel recognized the potential of their story and developed the television series Diesel Brothers. The show quickly became popular among automotive enthusiasts and casual viewers alike. It showcased custom diesel truck builds, mechanical challenges, business operations, and the personalities of the people involved. For Heavy D, the show transformed him from a successful businessman into a nationally recognized television personality. The success of Diesel Brothers opened many new doors.
Heavy D expanded his business ventures, strengthened his online presence, and built a powerful personal brand. His YouTube channel attracted millions of subscribers and generated hundreds of millions of views. He diversified his content beyond truck builds, featuring heavy equipment, construction projects, off-road adventures, military vehicles, aviation projects, and even large-scale engineering challenges. His willingness to invest in ambitious projects kept viewers engaged and helped maintain his relevance long after many reality television personalities faded from public attention. One of the reasons Heavy D became so popular was his ability to inspire people. Many viewers admired his entrepreneurial mindset. He often emphasized the importance of taking risks, solving problems, and pursuing ambitious goals. His projects frequently demonstrated creativity and determination, encouraging fans to think bigger about their own possibilities. In many ways, Heavy D became a symbol of the modern American entrepreneur who built success through hard work, persistence, and innovation. At his peak, Heavy D wasn't just a truck builder. He was a brand, a businessman, a television personality, and one of the most influential voices in the diesel truck community. But as history has shown many times, rapid success often attracts increased attention and sometimes increased scrutiny. Heavy D eventually found himself facing one of the most significant challenges of his career.
The controversy centered around modifications made to diesel vehicles and the sale of products related to vehicle emission systems. Environmental organizations and regulatory agencies argued that certain modifications promoted by businesses associated with Diesel Brothers violated federal environmental laws. Specifically, critics claimed that these modifications allowed vehicles to bypass emissions controls that were required under federal regulations. What followed was a legal battle that lasted for years. Supporters of stricter environmental regulations argued that emissions controls exist to protect public health and reduce pollution. From their perspective, bypassing those controls could contribute to harmful environmental impacts. On the other hand, many automotive enthusiasts viewed the case differently. They argued that vehicle owners should have greater freedom to modify their own vehicles, and that the government was overreaching in its enforcement efforts. As a result, the dispute evolved into more than just a legal case. It became part of a larger debate involving regulation, personal freedom, environmental responsibility, and automotive culture. After years of litigation, federal courts ruled against parties associated with the case, resulting in significant financial penalties and legal consequences. The rulings generated strong reactions from both supporters and critics.
Some saw the outcome as a necessary enforcement of environmental law, while others viewed it as an example of excessive regulation targeting automotive enthusiasts. Regardless of where people stood, one thing was clear: the controversy had become impossible to ignore. Media coverage increasingly focused on the lawsuit rather than the truck builds and engineering projects that had originally made Heavy D famous. Online discussions became more polarized. Some fans defended him, while others criticized the actions that led to the legal dispute. The situation demonstrated how quickly public perception can change when legal issues enter the spotlight. Despite the controversy, Heavy D did not disappear. Many public figures struggled to recover after major legal challenges, but he chose a different path. He continued producing content, launching ambitious projects, and engaging with his audience. His videos continued attracting millions of views, and many supporters remained loyal to the brand he had spent years building. This resilience reflects one of the defining characteristics of his career. Throughout his journey, Heavy D has repeatedly demonstrated an ability to adapt, overcome obstacles, and continue moving forward, even when facing significant setbacks. Another important aspect of Heavy D's story is the role of personal branding in the modern digital era. His success illustrates how social media has transformed entrepreneurship.
Rather than relying solely on traditional television networks or corporate backing, Heavy D leveraged platforms such as YouTube to build a direct relationship with millions of followers. This approach allowed him to maintain influence even as traditional media landscapes changed. It also gave him greater control over how his story was presented to the public. At the same time, the challenges he faced highlight the risks that come with being a public figure. Every decision, controversy, and legal issue becomes amplified when millions of people are watching. The same visibility that creates opportunities can also create vulnerabilities. For entrepreneurs and content creators, Heavy D's experience serves as a reminder that public success often comes with increased responsibility and scrutiny. Today, Heavy D remains one of the most influential personalities in the automotive content creation space. His impact extends beyond Diesel Brothers and beyond reality television. He helped popularize diesel truck culture for a mainstream audience and demonstrated how passion-driven content can evolve into a major business enterprise. Whether someone views him primarily as an entrepreneur, an entertainer, a builder, or a controversial figure, there is little doubt that he has left a lasting mark on the automotive industry and online media.
the story of Heavy D. Sparks is ultimately more complex than a simple tale of success or failure.
It is a story about ambition, innovation, risk-taking, controversy, and resilience. It demonstrates how rapidly a public narrative can change and how difficult it can be to navigate the intersection of business, entertainment, and regulation. While legal disputes and public criticism have undoubtedly shaped recent chapters of his career, they do not fully define the decades of work that built his reputation in the first place. As the future unfolds, many questions remain about what comes next for Heavy D and the businesses associated with his brand. What is certain is that his journey continues to capture attention from millions of people around the world. For better or worse, Heavy D. Sparks has become one of the most recognizable figures in modern automotive culture, and his story remains far from over. Whether you see him as a visionary entrepreneur who helped redefine automotive entertainment, or as a controversial figure whose success eventually collided with regulatory realities, one thing cannot be denied. Heavy D. Sparks changed the landscape of diesel truck culture and built a brand that reached millions across television, YouTube, and social media. His story serves as both an inspiration and a cautionary tale, showing how ambition can create extraordinary opportunities while also attracting extraordinary challenges.
And as fans continue to watch his journey unfold, the legacy of Heavy D. Sparks remains a topic of debate, fascination, and ongoing interest throughout the automotive world.